President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris recently went to Philadelphia to try to appeal to black voters for the upcoming 2024 election. Biden believes that if he uses the race card against his political opponent, Donald Trump, he may be able to gain the black voters' sympathy. However, his efforts were quite unappealing.
What do you think he would have done on January 6th if black Americans had stormed it? Think about this. What do you think would have happened if black Americans had stormed the Capitol? I don't think he'd be talking about pardons. It's the same guy who wanted to tear gas you as you peacefully protested George Floyd's murder. The same guy who still calls the Central Park Five guilty, even though they were exonerated. He's that landlord who denies housing applications because of the color of your skin. And I'll be damned if I can let Donald Trump turn America into a place filled with anger, resentment, and hate.
Reagan, some strong language there in that speech in Philadelphia, but I'm wondering if there's a note or a hint of desperation in his voice. What do you think?
Yeah, my notes I wrote, the title that I have is Desperate Biden, because that's how that's what this seems like. Very rarely do we ever see Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden appear at the same campaign event. Normally they're off doing their own things. We saw something close to the same thing a couple months ago. They went to Georgia, but Kamala Harris and Joe Biden went at different times. They followed each other a couple days after each other, so they didn't appear at the same time. But yeah, I think it's no surprise that they're making this pitch. We see the president behind Trump, both nationally, across key swing states. And then there was a poll from Emerson College yesterday that shows that President Biden is ahead by just single digits in deep blue state New York. And so, of course, that's concerning, and that the administration and the Biden campaign is going to try to make a pitch wherever they can.
Donna, it's fascinating where Biden is with the black community in terms of support. Although he's trying to appeal to black voters now, many will never forget the infamous words he said with Leonard McKelvey on this Breakfast Club program. And I want to play a soundbite for you and get you to talk about that.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Donna, you ain't black. What do you think of that?
I mean, this makes me furious. This is the same guy that cried over the KKK leader when he was eulogizing him. This is the same guy that said he didn't want his kids to go to a race jungle because the school were going to get integrated. This is the same guy that said that President Obama was clean and well-spoken, not like the rest of us dirty, ignorant black people.
Are you saying there's hypocrisy again?
I mean, he's been so disparaging to black people. I cannot. The only reason why he got any vote is because he actually worked in the same room with the black guy, which kindergartners do every day. This guy is the worst individual to sit down there and ever think that he even deserves the black vote. And he brings Kamala Harris, let's not forget her family were slave owners, and she made her career putting black mothers in jail in California. She doesn't even like black people. So the fact that he's sitting there talking about what Donald Trump is going to do for black people, let's look at his record and see what he's done to black people since he's been in office for 50 years. And that's nothing but hurt them. I mean, he was the guy that signed the bill. That's the reason why all of the black men are in jail. And he's proud of it.
Well, there you heard it from Donna. So we'll see how that unfolds here in the coming campaign. Could be some more information on that. I have a feeling, perhaps. Panelists, we have about a minute.